Do you see black? Black? Well, that's because we've got a very special car with us today, and I don't think special even defines it because it is the Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge Edition. And it's a very special car because black badge cars are kind of an alter ego for Rolls-Royce, and that is why Rolls-Royce is generally used to doing things their way. But with the black badge cars, they've actually gone out of their way to give you a different kind of experience. So exactly what is the Ghost Black Badge about? That's what you're going to find out today. Hi, my name is Dhruv Paliwal, you're watching AutoX, and today we have this really beautiful Rolls-Royce with us. So let's go check it out. Alright, so you might be wondering what makes a black badge Rolls-Royce so special, and I'll tell you what, it's not the paint. Well, it is the paint, but there is something that is even more black badge about it, and that is the spirit of ecstasy. The spirit of ecstasy, it's coated here in some kind of electroplating, some kind of chemical process that I really don't know about, but I do know this, that the paint on this, it's 1/100th the width of here. The layer of paint is thick enough only to match 1/100th the width of your hair, which is quite a significant achievement. As far as the paint is concerned, yes, this is black. This is the darkest black that they want to put on their cars. And ideally, a lot of the black badge customers, they will go for this paint. But you can actually have this Ghost Black Badge in 44,000 different colors. And the paint that goes on top of any black badge, it weighs around 45 kilos. So yeah, that's an interesting fact. And I want to just point out one more quick thing here. You might be thinking, okay, you know what, black, but there is this nice little strip of mandarin over here, which you see on the side of the car. I know, I mean, you can customize so much in a Rolls-Royce that this is not significant, but when you actually look at it on the car, it looks beautiful. And this actually matches the interior. So, you know what, I've been dying to step inside. Let's go do that. Alright, this is a very special moment because we are getting to sit inside a Rolls-Royce. And I've been trying to do this for ages. Yes! That's what a Rolls-Royce is all about. So, okay, I'm sitting here. Everything is super comfortable. Everything is super nice to look at. I mean, look at this carbon fiber finish on the dashboard. I have never seen this kind of a pattern on made out of carbon fiber. So, that's a really nice touch here. The steering wheels, it's just the right width, it's just got the right kind of texture that you want to hold here. You've got a spirit of ecstasy here in the middle, and I was told there is a low button in this car. And you know what the low button does? It does something that is very un-Rolls-Royce like, and that is that it opens a valve in the exhaust that makes the sound note a little more raunchy. It actually recalibrates the transmission, the steering to give you a little more power pack experience. Now, Rolls-Royce has been very clear, it's not a sports car. This car can do the 0 to 100 kmph sprint in 4.7 seconds, and that is quick. It is limited to 250 kilometers, and that is quite a bit of speed. But this is not a sports car. Despite that, the black badge car, the black badge Rolls-Royce, is geared towards primarily a younger audience. Even actually the Rolls-Royce people here were telling me that even a lot of the older folks are preferring the black badge cars, but this is geared towards a more younger audience, and they do want that sense of sportiness, the sense of performance every now and then. That is when they are behind the wheel of the car. And yes, there are people who like to get behind the wheel of their own Rolls-Royce. So there's this low down button here somewhere which you press. I think it's this one, and what it does is it basically just makes the exhaust note a little more raunchier. It recalibrates the performance you have. It is not an outright performance experience, but it does fasten things up, and that is a very nice thing to do. Now, there are so many buttons here. There's so many things I want to tell you about here, but I think the one thing I do have to agree is that this is one of the most comfortable cars I have sat in. You know, set aside these gadgets and gizmos for a second. This is one of the most comfortable seating positions, one of the most comfortable seats I have ever sat in a car. And I think I'm not going to be driving this car today, so yeah, that's that, and that's sad. But I can actually go sit in the back and see what that is like. So let's head in the back. Alright, we are getting into the seat that most people get into in a Rolls-Royce if they are buying one. And you know what? Suicide doors! I mean, thank you Rolls-Royce for keeping suicide doors alive. I really love this fact about the car that the doors open this way. And this never gets old. I mean, I could do this all day. But rest aside, okay, I think first of all, I have to say this. The shade of orange, this mandarin shade that they have got in the back of the car, it's been really tastefully done and it looks super awesome. Apart from that, I think the trick here, I think the biggest party piece over here has to be this. This is technically a third seat, but you fold down this big chunky armrest and it does a lot of things. First of all, you can see there are controls here to adjust the seat. I have similar controls on my end and they will do a plethora of adjustments with the seat. They will get it right exactly where you want it to be. So that's the first thing. And then, you know, it's got a Spirit of Ecstasy again here, which can help. It's got a button back here, it's got a dial back here with the Spirit of Ecstasy that will let you control a lot of the stuff. There are screens in the back of the seats where you will get a lot of the information, a lot of stuff that you want to see. So it's an out and out experience. And there's this compartment over here. And there's supposed to be a cooled compartment somewhere here. Let me find that. It's here. So you see, I open this and this is a chilled compartment. Now, I don't know my wines, but apparently wines are meant to be stored at wines and champagne are meant to be stored at a very specific temperature. I think it's 6 degrees and 11 degrees Celsius. So this compartment, it has been built keeping that in mind, and you can set it to if you want it to be at 6 degrees Celsius, if you want it to be at 11 degrees Celsius, which is a really neat touch. I mean, imagine your favorite wine, your favorite champagne being chilled to its most optimum temperature, and then you can enjoy it here. There's a lot of stuff that goes in accessories. I mean, you can get champagne glasses, you can get whatnot. This is a Rolls-Royce. I mean, you can go crazy when it comes to customization options. Ultimately, it comes down to you, it comes down to your choice, it comes down to what you want out of your Rolls-Royce. And I think that is the most beautiful thing about Rolls-Royce cars, is that they are an embodiment of you. They are an embodiment of what you like. They are an embodiment of your personality. And a Rolls-Royce on the road shows what its owners like. And that's a really great thing, I think. Yeah. Alright, I might have missed on one thing, and if you were wondering where the cup holders are, they're here. They're perfectly placed for your hand to grab that cup of coffee or beverage or whatever you're having. And you know what? Put it back in. That's that. So yeah, I mean, I could keep talking about this interior all day long. It's good to touch. Handles are great positions. But I think the overall ambience here is that everything has this level of detail about it that you know that someone in the factory has spent a lot of time even perfecting the smallest of stitchings around the cabin. And that's why you buy a Rolls-Royce. I think I should get out of this car before I don't want to leave at all. And yes, another cool trick. So if I keep this pulled, the door keeps on opening. And this is apparently the first Rolls-Royce that has this feature. No, the Phantom didn't have it, and now the Phantom customers want this feature. So I'm sure they'll get some. So yeah, let's head out. Alright, that was a tremendous backseat experience. And I'm going to show you something that you probably never get to see in a Rolls-Royce, and that's the boot. It's 500 liters, it's decent space. Obviously, some of the spaces get taken by the fridge and everything, but it's still a lot of luggage for a group of 4. And obviously, that is it. If you want to lock it, you just press this button, it comes down. So yes, that was the Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge. Now obviously it's a big car, it's got a lot of features. I cannot explain to you everything in one video. So, but I have seen the car inside out. There was something that you wanted to know about the Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge. Why don't you let me know in the comments below? I will be happy to get back to you. And yeah, how did you like the car? Do you think this black paint works with it? Do you think they should go for a different color? What's your opinion of speccing the Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge? How would you do it? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, goodbye.
So, shall I do a 3, 2, 1? Okay? Alright? Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. So ladies and gentlemen, the spirit of ecstasy is not a deterrent to pedestrian safety, as I will demonstrate. There you go. It goes down. If somebody hits it, will not maim other people. And that's very important.